Dave Ramsey gives some of the worst relationship advice I've heard on a recent show. Henry from Madison, Wisconsin calls in. Let me play this clip of Dave giving him some relationship and financial advice here. This is a doozy. Here we go.
Hi, Dave. Long-time listener. Thanks for taking my call.
Certainly, sir. How can we?
I'm in a big mess, and I just wanted to get your advice on it.
Okay.
So, I took the FPU about 12 years ago. I know the system. I've been engaged to my fiance for about 7 years. The only reason that we haven't gotten married, is I can't afford to give her her day that she deserves. She wants to wait for that day. And my concern is that she just lost her job due to medical reasons, and we lost her insurance. She has COBRA, but it's $800 a month. There's just absolutely no way that I can put that $800 line item in. Is it, in this situation, is it ever appropriate to take a hardship withdrawal from traditional retirement products so that you have health insurance?
Do you have health insurance at your work?
It's at my work, but I am a massively service-connected veteran, so the VA takes care of all my health care.
Okay.
So are you taking
Let's pretend a theoretical thing happened, and this was your wife. Could you not go to your work and get spousal insurance cheaper than $800?
I could.
Good.
But
you're getting married today. Congratulations.
On wanting her big day, 40,000.
Congratulations. Toughies. Sorry. Welcome to grown-up girl land.
All right.
7 freaking years. Dude, that's weird.
I understand.
Don't you think it's weird?
So it's weird. It's weird that Henry from Wisconsin has lived with his fiance for the past 7 years. She lost her job. She's unable to work. And he wants to know if they should cash out some retirement funds to afford her COBRA health insurance because they are not married. And therefore, she can't be on his health insurance. And Dave says, that's weird. That's weird. First off, Dave is the Christian financial guru. You'd think the first thing Dave should have told him is to repent of living in fornication for 7 years. Repent, Henry. This guy had followed Dave's advice for years, he says. And now for the past 7 years, he's lived with his fiance, and he can't even afford a wedding for his fiance. Later, he says he's 34 years old. I would say, man, you're 34 years old and you can't even afford a wedding? I think, number one, he needs a different financial plan. Maybe Dave's advice doesn't work that great. Maybe number two, he probably needs a different fiance too. If she wants a $40,000 wedding, and that's why they have put off getting married, I would go with option two, actually. Dave's daughter in the show then, who seems to have some pretty good sense, she asked why it's taken 7 years to get married. You know, other than maybe that she wants a $40,000 wedding. And so here's what he replies when she asks this question here. Let me fast forward. This is.
And if we were married, I would want to be going to marital counseling. But the finances are what have brought on this really rough patch. So
yeah.
So he says if they were married, he'd want to be going to marital counseling. And this is after they've been engaged for 7 years. So they're not married yet, and he thinks they need to go to marriage counseling after they get married. But then the story gets even better. Not only do they need counseling if they would get married, but she can't continue to work because of her health. And so Dave, being the prudent man that he is, asks what's wrong with his fiance's health. Let me fast Let me fast forward over to here. What's wrong with her health? This gets even better. Here
Or
we go.
retirement, or she doesn't either.
What's wrong with her health?
No, she would do it.
She would do it.
Diabetes and morbid obesity. We're not sure if she's able to go back to work at this point.
Okay.
So his fiance that needs a $40,000 wedding to get married can't return to work, will be on long-term disability because she is morbidly obese and has diabetes. So she needs her fiance to fund her to stay at home, and I don't know what else she would do with that. I guess not mother children. They don't have any children. But Dave goes on to say that he should seek some counseling about his lifestyle. Yeah, that's good advice. Seek some counseling. If he would ask the post-millennial man what he should do, here's the advice that a post-millennial man would give. First off, stop living in fornication. Stop that. Secondly, this woman is not marriage material. If they need counseling just to get married, then she should return to her father. Return her to her father. She's 31 years old. Return her to her father. Thirdly, stop following Dave's financial advice. It's obviously not working. If you're 34 years old and you can't afford a wedding, then you need to get your money right. Get a high-income skill that makes you valuable in the marketplace so you can afford to get married. Preferably, and this will be the last thing, preferably to get married to a good woman, maybe a good German woman, one of those hard-working, level-headed women, Germanic women, maybe one from the Anabaptist tradition. You guys know what I'm talking about, the Anabaptist tradition, like the Mennonites or, something like that. If you're 34, I'd probably go for a woman around 27, 28, 29, somewhere in that range. I think that'd be a good age for you. What do you guys think? What do you think of this? For my fellow patriarchs out there, what do you think of this? Hit the like button. Give me a comment in the description below. I'll put links to the video with Dave here. This was a really interesting one. Anyway, Christ is winning. He is building his church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. Until next time, this is the Post-Millennial Man.